Hind Deer Podcast, marhaba, marhaba, marhaba. Hind Deer Podcast, marhaba, marhaba, marhaba. Yalla habibi, mashallah habibti, yalla.
And we're live. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Hind Deer Podcast. How you doing, Hind?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, how's your day going?
I'm frustrated. We're late. We're like how many minutes late? We are sorry, guys. We are 8 minutes late.
We're still getting used to this, so we're still trying to get the schedule. Every time we set up, we have to go through and make all the cameras focus because we use them to make other reels, and we've got to make sure everything's working with the computers and the software. It's a lot of technology, and it just doesn't work very well every single time. But that being said, we're here and we're started. And so real quickly, today we're going to talk about dating in the Arab world versus dating in the West. After that, we'll talk a little bit about the hostage release in Israel. And then we'll talk about our recent projects that we've done. And we'll go over some new ideas about upcoming projects. And then if there's some time left, we'll spend some time watching the crazy reels I saw this week. So the Hind Deer reel pick. So let's get started. Dating in the Arab world.
Again, I apologize, guys, for being late for 8 minutes. We're really sorry about that. مرحبا رغد. أهلا وسهلا رغد باليوتيوب. أهلا وسهلا كيتو. أهلا وسهلا منوشة الدليمي ومينا. وأهلا وسهلا اللي جاي يعلقون بالإنستغرام. أهلا وسهلا فرح. أهلا وسهلا بكل واحد إجا يريد يشوفنا على الإنستغرام. عندنا رقم التليفون 614. What's the phone number, babe?
614-332-2811.
راح اكتبها بالإنستغرام وراح اكتبها مكتوب بصندوق الوصف باليوتيوب هذا الرقم، فاللي يريد يخابرنا على هذا الرقم.
Yeah, if you want to call into the show, call us on WhatsApp at 614-332-2811. We're going to pin the phone number right now.
واللي يريد يخابر على الواتساب هذا هو الرقم اللي يخابره. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Hind Deer Podcast in English. This episode is going to be in English mostly, but we're going to talk in Arabic as we can. We chose English language for this podcast because the Arabic version of this podcast got a lot of backlash, and we decided to switch to an English-speaking audience. Second of all, my husband doesn't speak Arabic. My dear husband, he's from the United States, and his name is Brandon. So that's why we're going to speak in English. If you speak English, stay with us, and you're going to have fun watching us, and we will interact with you. We will read your comments. We will answer your phone call. If you call us on WhatsApp, the call is free. You can call us for free. All right. Hi, sweetie. You are the best ever. وصايرة شقين. أهلا وسهلا. Thank you, Mary, for your nice comment on Instagram. And some people, Dana on YouTube. Dana speaks Arabic. She's demanding that I speak Arabic or she leaves. Dana, I'm really sorry that I cannot accommodate your request. Oh, we got a call.
All right. Let's go ahead. Listen. Hello.
Really sorry that I cannot accommodate your request.
You got to turn down your volume.
You got to turn down your volume.
Sorry. Really sorry that I cannot accommodate your request. Put the volume down.
Can you hear us from the phone, not from the live stream? There you go.
From the phone.
We can hear you now.
Clear. Yes.
Hi, how are
How
you?
are you?
We're good.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Where you
How's everything?
We're everything's good. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Miami, Florida.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Nice
Yep.
place.
It's nice and sunny today, finally.
Oh my God. We
It's
wish
been
we had
cold.
that.
Where are you guys?
We're in Ohio. We're
Oh my god, it's
it's
freezing.
freezing
It's
outside.
freezing, yeah.
Yeah. It's you guys got us the cold out here. It's been cold the past few days for
Yeah,
Oh,
us at least.
it's a weird weather pattern we're having right now.
Yeah, it's been like in the 50s. You guys probably gonna laugh at us, but 50s is too cold for us here.
oh, I would wear short sleeves and like go swim, go on the beach, swim, and like we would
What when it's
enjoy.
50s?
No, not in the 50s, but
Not the
still,
50s.
Florida's
I'll probably
beautiful.
do Wim Hof method. If you've heard of this guy, have you heard of Wim Hof?
No.
He's a Polish guy. He's in Poland, and he's a crazy guy. He's called the Ice Man. He goes out in the cold and in shorts, and
Oh,
he
shit.
has his own students, and they do ice baths. I've done something crazy like that here in Ohio before.
Yeah, Hin's really into like holistic medicine and weird remedies for things, and she loves that stuff. You know, even experimenting. So taking ice baths. So what else do you do?
Let's focus on our person. What's your name?
My name is Abraham.
Ibrahim. Ahlan wa sahlan, Ibrahim. You look like an Arab. Where are you from?
I am an Arab. I am from Iraq.
Ahlan wa
originally.
sahlan. Welcome.
And
Bienvenidos.
you?
We're from Iraq. I'm from Iraq too. From Basra.
Woo! Shout out to Iraqis all day.
La 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 la.
So,
Yeah. I haven't been back for 20 years.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you
I wanna
speak?
go.
Do you even speak Arabic, or did you forget Arabic?
No, I do because I have a lot of friends and family, and I translate a lot to my entire family, so I never forgot it.
How old were you when you moved here?
6.
Oh
wow.
wow.
Yeah.
It's been
I
a
was a
long
baby.
time.
So
Very
Ibrahim,
long time.
let me ask you.
Yes.
So you've been here since you were 6 years old. So today we're going to talk about dating in the Arab world. So are you married or are you single?
I'm single.
You're single. Okay, so you got divorced.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of divorces in America.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was she Iraqi or from here?
No, she was from here.
Okay. So we're talking today, the episode today is about dating and the difference between dating in the Arab world and dating here. I'm sure like your parents had some opinions about you dating the American girl. Talk to us more about that.
Okay. So actually, to be honest with you, she was born here, but she's like Moroccan, and you know how our families are with Moroccan. Um. So first is my mom. She was so against it. She stopped talking to me. She stopped supporting me, and all of these good stuff. So I did have like some tough time with the culture, but I still did what I wanted, you know.
Mm. That's the American mentality. You do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yes, yes, indeed.
In Iraq, you disobey the parents, they disown you.
That's what my mom said. My brother wedding. She was like, "Oh, I'm disowning you,"
Oh.
and then
Did
2
she
days later,
actually
I
disown
got
you?
no, I got into a motorcycle crash, and the first person who was in the hospital was her. To be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a word, but it's tough. Like when you love someone and then you heard like such a word, it hurts. To be honest with you,
Yeah,
especially at a young age, you know.
of course. It's a way to control. But again, at the same time, maybe she saw something you didn't see. Do you think that she saw something you didn't see, or?
I mean, absolutely. That's why I'm not with the girl.
Yeah, moms do have that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. just
just
the
when
mentality.
you
Okay, go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, after you, ladies first.
So I was just saying the mentality in the Middle East is different than here. In the Middle East,
Yes.
parents would expect their kids to listen to them and like
Yeah.
listen to the advice because they think this is a good advice. Versus here, the parents will say the advice.
Yeah.
If they were American parents, they will say the advice. If the kid doesn't listen, they're like, okay, let him go through it, let him learn.
Absolutely.
And that's what you did.
Yeah.
You did what you want and you learned from it.
Yeah, and like unfortunately to say, because I have like such a good parent. Um, my mom, like, she never made me had a stepdad or anything, but it's still like the way how like Arabs thinks. Unfortunately, it's there's a lot of mistakes in our world. To be honest with you, because when you're young and then you're just hearing from your parents just yelling, no, don't do it. Guess what? That's the first thing I do.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
As
mean?
they say,
Like,
كل ممنوع مرغوب. In Arabic, we say كل ممنوع
eh,
مرغوب. Every forbidden things is wanted. So if you tell
yes.
someone don't do something, that they would want to do it.
That's even
The
real.
first,
That's even the idea behind making marijuana legal. Is just that you take away that tabooness, and then less people will do it. So it's like that with a lot of things. You just stop making
yes.
it wrong, stop making it a crime, and then
Yeah.
people find something else to do.
And believe it or not, like I'm calling my cousins and my friends back home. Things are changing a lot over there right now.
How
In
so?
terms
They
of
have like
what?
more freedom, more they do whatever they want anyways, it's they doing a lot of mistakes, a lot of drugs, a lot of things happening in Iraq. It's unbelievable. And
Oh.
the reason behind it is because of our parents keep saying no, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, and then everybody's still doing it. Without explaining why. Without explaining why. Yeah.
Yeah, because I said so. We have that. Because
Yes.
I said so. You gotta listen to me because I said so.
Yeah, because I said so, and guess what? We do what we want because we said so.
I mean, it's kind of a clash of civilizations. When I first met Hind, I had to meet her mom. Her mom is very conservative, very old world, and but she likes me, and my mom loves Hind. She just thinks she loves her as much as me. But with Hind's mom, there was a lot of things I had to kind of do to earn her trust.
Yeah. She was questioning him at the beginning, like, what are you doing with my daughter? Who are you?
Why aren't you married yet?
Yeah,
Like,
well.
after knowing each other for a month.
Yeah, like that's the first thing I want for my son. I don't want him to go through what I've been through.
So do you have a
Well,
son from your previous marriage?
Yeah, I do.
Is
He's
he?
about to be 8 next month.
That's cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is he living with you or his mom or both?
No, with his mom.
With his mom.
Come on, I'm an Arab man. I can't let that go through. I can't let my son to go away from his mom.
Yeah.
No, it's important. Does
Yeah.
your son live in Miami or near you?
Yeah, he does. He lives in Miami.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good. Congratulations. I mean, so
What is it that you said you don't want your son to go through what you went through? So how are you gonna be different than your mom?
I'll let him choose his partner.
First, I'll let him choose his partner. I'll explain the no. I don't just say no, don't do it. I'll explain why. And if he still want to do it, I'll beat his ass. No, I'm just saying.
Let him do it and let him go through it and kind of make the mistake and learn from it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would do that too.
yeah. It's just because, like if you think about it, like even though I grew up here and I have like an American mentality, but my family didn't. All my family was against me. All of them, they were saying all these bad things, and then they regret it. For example, my mom, she couple of months ago, my brother, he married from back home, and then she was like, "Oh, I wish you stayed with your ex. She's better than the one I chose for your brother." So there's definitely a question mark about that.
Yeah. Sometimes they're not always right when they choose someone.
So are you trying to meet anyone now? Are you like on dating sites? Are you seeing anybody?
I'm just single and mingle, man.
Single and mingle? Okay.
Single, ready to mingle.
Are you into are you into American girls? Are you into, I mean, you're in Miami, so you've got to like be a little bit into Latinos.
Latinos.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm all day Latino.
Do you speak any Spanish?
I do.
Vamos a hablar en español.
Sí, habla poquito, pero like comprende mucho.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Mi nombre es Abraham.
You even said it in a Spanish accent.
Yeah.
You guys may not realize this, but Hind is almost fluent in Spanish. It's
That
Oh,
helped.
wow.
That
Wow.
helped me when I went to Miami with my friend.
Yeah.
We went to
That's what's up.
visit, and
How did she learn?
it was a shock. It was like
literally
everyone spoke
Duolingo.
Spanish.
Duolingo. She just like would do it every single day, a half an hour a day, and she's the kind of person that likes to learn stuff. She's very bright, and she just absorbs
That's
stuff.
what's up.
So she's just impressive. She's an impressive human being.
You guys are amazing to talk to. I wish I could meet up with you because I'm having such a great conversation with you, and I wish I could have this every day.
Yeah, man. Well, we appreciate the call, and
We appreciate it,
yeah.
and please call again next Saturday if you want. Any Saturday this time, we're open and we're happy to have a conversation with you. It was a pleasure to talking to you too, Ibrahim.
and if you do find a girl you like, we could interview her on the show live for you.
Oh,
Let everybody,
I like
let
that.
everybody.
I like that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Here we go. Well, Basrawiya, thank you so much for having me on your show. And I wish you the best, guys, and hopefully you succeed more and more.
Thank you.
You're
Likewise.
welcome.
All right, ma salama.
Ma salama.
Ma salama.
All right, guys. So again, we're talking about relationships today, dating in the Middle East versus dating in the West. When I first met Hind, didn't have a whole lot of experience with Arabs, and I went online to learn what I should know about dating an Arab. And the first thing I learned was rule number 1 about dating an Arab: there is no dating in the Arab world.
That's what my mom discussed with you the first time that she saw you. She's like, "Are you dating her for marriage?"
Yeah.
Because we're about marriage, and
Mina, if Mina says, "I want to talk to you guys," I don't know what to say. Well, you're welcome to call in if you want to call in. No pressure. If you want to wait till you have something to talk about, wait till you have something to talk about and call in. Whatever
Mina
you like.
on YouTube, you're welcome to call. This is our phone number: 1-614-332-2811. Anytime we would listen to you, and you want to say your opinion about dating in the Arab world or here. I'm kind of in the dark about the Arab world right now because I don't live there, and I don't know how far the culture progressed. This guy, he talks to his Iraqi friends and relatives, and he says things are changing, and there's more freedom, and kids do whatever they want now.
Yeah, I mean, Hind is very Arab, and her family's very Arab, and she's got a big Arab family, and she's very Muslim. But you've never dated in the Arab world, right? I mean, you're...
Yeah, I haven't. I was so young when I left.
Yeah, I learned so much by getting to know you. So much.
All right. You want to go over comments or
Yeah,
wanna,
sure.
Okay. Let's see. Mina says إن شاء الله تنجحين بس إذا حاطة صورة طائر الرفراف وتتابعينه. ما تقرين شلون تنجحين. Mina's saying something to someone in the comments who is leaving her test and coming here to watch us. But she says, so this person says, hey guys, pray for me. I have a test tomorrow. So Mina's responding to her, I hope you succeed. I hope you pass the test, but
Inshallah.
But if you're here, you're not gonna pass it. I mean, I hope you, after you're watching this, like after you're done with watching this, you go back to your learning and take it seriously. Let's read something in English. Ragad says, my fiance told me I'm the one who her mother agreed to marry without any begging. Now he called me wizard. Abbas. If you got it, Hind.
So that's a nice compliment. So your mother-in-law really approves of you. Is that...
Hold on. I didn't... No, her mother agreed. My fiance told me I'm the only one whose her mother agreed to marry without any begging. Oh, her fiance told her you're the only girl that's mom agreed to that I marry you without any begging.
Yeah. So she likes her. She approves of her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, good job. I mean, good luck. Good luck with your fiance.
Yeah. So my mom, she's retired now, but she was a school teacher, and when I first started seeing Hind, my mom, she just had experience with students who were Arabs and Muslims, and she thought they were the best families. The best families. So she was super excited.
She was really happy and excited that her son got an opportunity to marry a family-oriented person, quote unquote Arab. Like that's what she thinks of Arabs. The moment you tell her Arab, what comes to her mind? Family-oriented women, really good mothers, really good parents.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Really good families.
Stable human beings. What else?
Oh, Ragad means his mother. So his mother approves of her. So that means you're good. You're really good for that son. That means the mother sees something in you that's really good for her son. That's why she approves you. That's what happened when me and Brandon got together. His mom really approved me. She was really like, that's the girl you should marry, Brandon. That's the girl. I approve her.
Yeah. When we started seeing each other, we did actually get married pretty fast. And when I first met Hind, she would say, I want to get married and I want to start a family. And I thought, okay, well, this is a good opportunity because she seems like she's got a lot going on. But at the same time, I thought, well, if I marry this girl, from an American's perspective, you would look crazy if you would jump into a serious relationship with someone. It's super taboo. So I had to be able to sell this to my friends and family. So I told her, like, listen, let's get to know each other and let's not talk about it for 6 months. After 6 months, we can talk about marriage, but let's get to know each other first, and then let's see if we're compatible, and then we can talk about it. I mean, then of course, like 6 months later, we were married. But
yeah, I mean, you asked me to marry you before 6 months, like within the first 3 months or so, and we had we went through like something. You got sick, but otherwise we would have gotten married earlier. You know, we got married within 6 months of knowing each other, literally. Someone here saying on YouTube, and I like to stress that their point because they have a point. They say Hibri, the person named Hibri said, تكون شيء رسمي وحلال فترة الخطوبة تعتبر dating. So basically they're saying dating in the Arab world is فترة الخطوبة, we call it, which means when you ask some girl to marry her and you ask her parents, basically.
okay.
And her parents and the girl agree and say yes. Okay. When they say yes, you wear rings and you are dating. You start dating.
Okay.
That's when you start dating.
Yeah.
When they say yes.
Okay.
Like you see a girl, you like her, you go to her parents, you ask for her, for their approval for the marriage, and they say yes, and then you start dating, and then, like within 3 months or something, depends on, like, each family is different, but then after you date and you make sure you like each other and you make sure you're good for each other, and then you get married. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So people in the West may not realize, but when you go to the courthouse and get legally married, with a lot of Arabs, that's how they start dating. They're not married yet. They're legally married, which gives them permission to date.
Yeah, no. What she's talking about, though, is not going to the courthouse and getting your legal paperwork.
Okay.
She's talking about, like, my brother, he asked his fiance's parents to marry their daughter before even he got to know her.
Yeah.
Then they got to know each other. They're getting to know each other right now until February. Then February they're getting married.
Yeah.
Legally.
So it's such a gamble. A lot of you guys get married to people that you don't even know. I think there's pros and cons. I mean, in the West, a lot of people never get married, or they date a very long time. Divorce rates are so high, and I think anybody with a brain would want to avoid being divorced. So,
let me read here some of the Instagram comments. Some people are saying we're leaving. 2 people actually said we are leaving, and Lily, our lawyer.
Hi, Lily.
Lily, our defense lawyer, said, "You guys leave. What do we have to do with you? شو عليكم بينا? طلعوا." In Arabic, she said, "طلعوا شو عليكم بينا?" Like, leave. You guys leave. Thank you, Lily, for being so nice to us.
Lily, are you in the Middle East or are you in the U.S.?
Where do you live, Lily? Where are you from? Let us know. If you want to call and get to know us more, and we get to know you more, we're happy to do that. There is our phone number here. I'm not sure if you're a shy person, but you're welcome to call anytime.
Oh, got a call coming in.
We got a call.
Yalla. Hello.
Hey guys,
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm Ali. I'm actually Lily's son, and she wanted me to call you since so she wanted to say hi and say how big of a fan she is to you guys.
Yeah, she's great.
She likes your silly, reels that you post. She likes them too much. She always sends them to me. I like them too. I'm not gonna lie.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
She's
so-
a good mom.
Yeah, she's a really good mom.
How
And that's
old are
why
you?
I wanted 21 actually.
Do you live in Iraq or you speak good English?
She has
Yeah.
an Iraqi number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I live in Iraq actually. So
How did you learn English? Like, did you study in school or did you live in the U.S. for a while?
no, it's all from movies, my man.
Oh, I've seen other people that learn English, and they have a very good American accent from movies
Yeah.
and
It's
entertainment.
very common
I
in
actually-
the 2000 people born in the 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually I have some friends in the US, so it's not
Okay.
that big of a deal.
How did you
talk
meet
to
them?
Actually on Discord, some games we played, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you're a gamer?
yeah, a little bit
Okay.
every now and then. Anyways, guys, I don't want to take too much of your time. She just wanted. She told me actually since last week, but I forgot. So
Okay.
now I'm making it up for her. You know.
Okay. Thank you for being a good son.
Yeah. And give your
Yeah.
tell
Does
your
she want to
No
say hi
worries.
to us? Does she want to get on the phone?
And she's shy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
She got up the moment she opened the call. So
Hmm. Well, we
Yeah,
appreciate
so-
her support. We appreciate your
Yeah,
support
we
too.
really
so.
appreciate her support. She's really supportive.
Yeah, she literally likes you guys.
Uh,
Yeah,
say
because
hi to her.
you're
Tell her we
nice.
love her so much.
She hears you, but
Oh.
from the live on the Instagram,
Does she
she
speak?
got up for me.
Does she speak English fluently like you?
And yeah, no, she kinda. I don't know. I never really tested her English,
But
but
She comments.
anyways,
she comments in English sometimes, right, babe?
yeah, but
yeah.
her accent makes her anxious, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
Okay, she wants to talk to you, but in Arabic, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. مرحبا Lily شلونك؟
Oh, wait a sec.
الو
الو اهلا وسهلا.
هلا
Lily.
وهنودة.
هلا ليلي شلونك؟ اخيرا سمعنا
الله
صوتك.
يخليك. الله يسلمك حبيبتي، ما اريد اعطلكم، بس ودي اقول لك انه انا احبك وصالي.
حبيبتي.
وهاي براندون.
Hi.
الله يخليك.
How are you? Slonich.
الحمد لله. حبيبتي بس أنا دائما يعني أتابعكم وهذه لأن ابني يعرف إنجليزي يعني ردت قلت له ليش بتشاركهم وهاي وأحب أسمع تحكي وياهم.
ايه الله يحفظه إلك. خوش ابن.
الله يخليك
عاشتي لك
حبيبتي.
على التربية.
أشكرك
احنا اليوم
يا
موضوعنا
قلبي.
عن المواعدة. تحبين تضيفين مداخلتك؟
لا والله أنا بس حبيت أسلم عليك حبيبي.
حبيبتي تسلمين. شكرا على
يلا.
الدعم. احنا
مع
نحبك.
السلامة.
الله يسلمك. الله
قلبي مع
يخليك.
السلامة.
مع السلامة.
حبيبتي.
الله يخليك. She just wanted to say hi.
All right.
I asked her if she wants to add anything to our topic,
Okay.
dating the Middle East. She said, no, I just wanted to say hi. And she loves us so much. And I told her, we love you so much. Thank you for being supportive.
What does that say? I meant if a boy or a girl dated, there's not much freedom.
Oh, that person actually said, she previously said dating used to be illegal in the Middle East, which is correct. It used to be illegal. It depends on the country too. It was very recently illegal in Saudi Arabia.
Is that are you, like you couldn't get a hotel room, right? If you're
Yeah.
with a woman, if you're not married,
Mm-hmm. And
it's so different than here.
if you are hanging out, like if you're riding in a car with a woman that you're not married to, that would get you in trouble in the past.
Wow.
But now it's just not okay. It's not illegal.
It's very taboo. So, like, let's, for example, I know people date in the Middle East, but from my understanding, a lot of people hide it. They lie about it. But that's how people get to know each other. So, there is dating, but it's in secret, and it's not. I'm sure, like, people that date here in the U.S., a lot of them will cohabitate. They'll live together like they're married, and I know that stuff doesn't happen there. So,
Yeah, we call it musakana in the Middle East, and it's considered very taboo to do it. You would have to be really against all community guidelines
so like if you were a girl,
for you to do it.
like a teenager that has sex and stuff, she'd be shamed by society, right?
Of course.
Very looked down
And
on.
I think it's not a good idea for a teenager to start dating and have sex. I think, in my opinion, a teenager at that age should focus on learning and finishing the education and taking advantage that she's living with her parents so she can finish her education, because life is so hard. Once she is on her own, she's probably not going to have a time to finish her education. So it's a very crucial age for people to focus on their future and
It's hard, but when
acquire information, acquire knowledge at that age.
people, their hormones are so intense at that age, it's so difficult. For guys, I don't know if it's women I'm talking to, but male hormones are just insane from around 14 years old till, I don't know,
Yeah,
late
but
30s.
babe, if you're hungry all the time, are you gonna eat all the time?
No.
Are you gonna gorge yourself and get fat and get pathetic and obese? Same thing.
Some people do.
Same thing with sex.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you would want to practice temperance with all kinds of things. Too much of a good thing can kill you. There's a saying: the best things in life will make you fat, will make you drunk, or get you pregnant.
Okay, babe, that's so dirty. That's super haram to say here.
Okay.
Ragad said, I heard once that a man know if the girl is his wife from the first date. Do you agree? Do you agree with that, Brandon? I want to know your perspective as a man. So she's heard that a man would decide or would know for sure that if this girl is for marriage material or not from the first date. Do you agree with her?
Marriage material, yeah. I think someone would know that right away whether this person is a marriage material. When I met Hind, we didn't meet with the idea of dating each other. We met with the idea of we're single and, you know, kind of bored, so maybe we can just be friends and get to know each other. And the more time we spent together and the more things we did together, I saw we have so much in common. And but yeah, I would say probably first time I met her, I could tell right away, like, this is a high quality person. This is wife material for sure. And I think that, yeah, I mean, you know, part of being wife material is someone who takes care of themselves, who doesn't overindulge in things that would cause problems. You know, sexual relationships can cause physical problems. They can cause mental problems. You know, you can really be ruined by a bad relationship. So when you skip all that stuff, at the same time, and you know, from the American perspective, we have people here that are really good at relationships because they want to be good at relationships because you have to if you want to have a good relationship. There's that difference.
Mm-hmm. Lily is asking if her son can call and talk about dating. Of course, Lily.
Sure.
أكيد يقدر ابنك يصعد ويانا ويحكي بخصوص المواعدة. خلي خابرنا هسه ونجاوب. All right. Harbi says he's from Saudi Arabia. أهلا وسهلا. Welcome to everyone
Hi,
from
Harbi.
Saudi Arabia. Hi, Harbi. Ragad says interesting. I think she's talking about what you just said about telling if a girl is a high quality or like marriage material girl from the first date.
Well, let's take that call.
Did we ask him what his name was?
Ali.
Ali.
How are you?
Hey guys,
Welcome back.
it's me again. Yeah, thanks. So I have this girl that I've been talking to since like 3 years or something.
Okay.
We've been dating for a while, but it's on the internet, so I don't know if you consider that serious or not.
I mean, are you guys? Are you invested in each other, like emotionally?
Yeah, but she lives in the U.S. and I live in Iraq.
Is
and,
she
you know,
is she an Arab or Muslim? No.
No. I'm not even a Muslim, so
Okay.
yeah. So the problem is, could it work? I don't know if I should. I told her she could find someone better, and we broke up. But I'm not gonna lie. I still have feelings for her.
I mean, if you have an emotional attachment to someone, you know, that's hard to get over that. Why not? Why don't you guys make a time where you can meet each other? Maybe go somewhere like vacation for a few days. You don't have to stay in the same hotel room, but you know, you could meet somewhere.
Yeah, I know. But the problem is, my parents are kinda conservative. You know, we live in Iraq. The whole culture is conservative, so they can't allow that. And I know it sounds weird to you, Brandon, but cousins marrying cousins in Iraq is kind of the norm here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so my dad, when he found out about me having relationships with foreign women and other women. I've been dating for a while. So when he found out, he kind of is forcing me now to get married to my cousin.
Okay.
Is
So
the girl
that's
from here? Is she an American?
yeah,
She's like Brandon, like American,
yeah,
not from
yeah,
an Arabic background.
yeah.
And you love each. Do you have something in common? Did you meet through like playing games?
Yeah. We it's not playing game. Yeah, mostly. But at first when we got to know each other, it wasn't really that much about playing games. It was to get to know each other. We were friends at first, and then the the emotions developed and whatnot.
Did you talk to her about marriage?
Yeah, she was okay with it, but the problem is, as I said, my dad is very conservative, and he would never agree to something like that. And I don't care about him actually, but I was, hoping I could get your opinion on the matter. Could it work? Is it a long shot?
I would have her do a fiance visa for you. Like
like you're trying to get your parents, even to get your parents approved. Have you thought about maybe even like sitting down and making a list of what this person how your life could benefit from this person? Maybe do a compatibility list, something where you could even talk to your dad and say, hey, look, this person is educated, this person has a good family.
Yeah.
And maybe
not
as
much. A personality is just match. I couldn't find anyone even previously when I was dating here in Iraq.
I mean, I would do a visa. It's a temporary visa. The fiance visa is a temporary visa. You can come here for 90 days, and if you don't want to get married, you can always go back to Iraq. I would start working on the visa from now because it takes about a year, and within that year, talk to your dad every day. Like try to convince him, And you don't have to go to the U.S. if you get the visa. Like it's not mandatory that you go. Just work on it from now so you have your paperwork whenever he agrees.
Yeah, I mean,
he won't agree to be honest, but I'm kind of thinking of leaving the house anyways, taking my mom with me. So I don't know.
It's a hard it's a hard way to give a hard thing to give advice to.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
my culture is just not. It's just different, much different culture.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Do you work? Do you make your own money?
Yeah. I'm still studying, but I can complete my my master's degree.
Oh, nice.
I study computer science.
Wow. So you're gonna have a master's in computer science?
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thanks. So I was just, I just wanted to take your opinion on the matter and see if it's a long shot, if it's worth trying.
Don't do something too crazy. I would take things slowly. As I said, I would like apply for the visa, but not tell him.
Yeah.
And then the visa takes time anyway. And I would try, try my best to convince him. I don't know. You know your dad. I don't know him.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really into this person too, and if you just don't try at all and just walk away, you'll probably spend the rest of your life wondering what if. So like you can have a lot of
I need to try to fix stuff with her since she got pretty pissed at me.
Yeah.
And
where in the
she
US?
She kind of has the right.
Where does she live in the US?
I think Tampa.
Okay. All right.
Is that in Arizona?
No, Florida.
Florida.
Wait, no, Tampa, Florida, right?
There's Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Well, I mean, whatever happens, we wish you the best.
Do you know how old she is?
Yeah, thanks. She's 19.
Okay. Does she go to college?
Yeah, community college, I think.
You know what? You guys are still young. Um,
Yeah, I know.
you don't have to make the marriage decision now.
But your parents
I
want you to marry
agree.
your cousin, right? Your dad's trying to pressure
Yeah,
you. Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
and I have an issue with that because me and my cousins, we grow up together, so it's kind of like, go marry your sister or something. I don't
I
know.
would make all types of excuses not to marry my cousin. Like I would, do anything like
Yeah,
try to be
exactly.
quiet with your dad. Don't let him feel that you're doing
Yeah, I
whatever
know.
you want regardless of what he says, but make an excuse, make a smart excuse not to marry her. And I would fix my relationship with my girl because that you think that's your girl and that's the girl you want to be with. And she's young and you're young. So keep like talking and keep being in good terms with each other. Keep being in that kind of like online relationship.
Mhm.
And you're still young. You don't have to make the marriage decision now. I would make the
Yeah,
visa now.
Yeah, I mean, your brains aren't
Visa takes time.
even fully developed yet. Your
yeah, I
prefrontal
agree. But
cortex.
you know, I'm just taking your opinion to see if it's a long shot, if it's worth trying or not.
I would want to try if I know this is the girl, because I will always like think, oh, what if, like Brandon said, I will, like, if I don't try, I will blame myself later and say, what if I tried? So I would try, but I would not force it. I would not like tell my dad, oh, I'm trying whether you like it or not. I won't be like
Yeah, yeah,
confrontational with my dad.
And at the
yeah,
same
yeah.
time too, like like you can fall in love with someone and then get over it and heal from it. It's painful to do.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and it's painful to do in this situation, because me and her are so compatible.
Yeah. And that's too bad. You guys have
Anyways,
never had. Yeah. Okay. Well,
yeah,
we wish you the
thanks
best.
for
I hope
the insight.
I hope we're helpful. Just
Yeah,
don't
yeah, you
don't do
will.
anything crazy. Be a good child.
Yeah,
Your dad, you're not gonna change his mind. He's raised that way.
yeah,
Just be polite with him.
yeah, yeah. I will be.
All right.
Anyways, thanks, guys. I'm sorry for taking too long.
Thanks
No,
you
you're
for
good, Ali.
talking to
Thanks for the
us.
call. Appreciate your time.
No, thanks, you guys.
Thanks. Take care.
Goodbye.
Okay,
All
Ragad
right.
says, now online dating change everything in Arab country. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Online dating,
It
rather
changes stuff
it's
here too.
long distance relationship or close distance. I agree with Hind opinion. Apply visa. She means apply for the visa.
Mm-hmm.
And in the meanwhile, complete your high education, make some money, and after a year, you'll be 100% of your decision based on your circumstances. Yeah. Visa takes more than a year nowadays. It takes
Okay.
like more than a year. So I would start the visa application now.
Yalla.
Hello.
Hi, Justin.
Hello.
Hi. How are you doing today? Can you hear us?
Do you hear me?
We hear you. Yes. Do you hear us?
We hear you, Justin. Do you hear us?
Hmm. Okay.
You couldn't hear us. Technical issues.
Yeah. But yeah, what were we talking about?
All right. You want to go continue
Um,
the timeline?
Sure.
All right.
All right. So we talked a little bit about the dating aspects, and that's a hard decision, and it is a little bit of a clash of civilizations, and the world is getting smaller, especially with social media.
Especially with young people.
Yeah.
I
Young people are
think,
so
people
connected.
are universal. They're
Yeah.
all like in the Arab world, they speak English. They can get along with Americans here. You see young people from the Arab world who's lived only in the Arab world their whole lives. I swear, you feel like they're an American. because they watch a lot of American media.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he found his other half on the other side of the world. That's what he watches, you know. That's what he's been contacting. Like he contacts American friends to play video games with, and he watches American movies. I wouldn't be surprised if he got along with an American person. And
Yeah, I mean,
she could be good for him.
I mean, you grew up on the other side of the world.
Yeah, and
then
we met.
And we're very compatible and very happy. I think it was literally by the grace of God that I met my wife.
Mm-hmm. Some curious comments. Some people are just curious. Zainab is asking, هذا زوجها بنات? Is this her husband? And another one, Mahjouba, says, how old is Brandon?
I am 45.
Is that her husband?
I am the husband. Zoji.
All right. Dr. Shine says, why Hind is not answering my questions?
What are your questions?
She asked, where's your brother?
Muhammad and Mon.
Muhammad.
So,
They're talking about Muhammad because he was doing some sketches with me before.
Maybe we should bring him on the show sometime.
Yeah, maybe. He's fine. He says hi to you guys, and he told me to say hi to you. He's just fine. We're just not doing sketches together. Maybe we should at some time.
Probably.
A lot of people are asking about him.
Yeah, epilepsy. But he's good. He Muhammad lives here in Columbus, so well, he's a nice guy. And then Hind has another brother, but he lives in Canada. His name is Mon. But all right.
Yeah. Dr. Shine says, yeah, we miss him.
I have seen some of your old videos that you made with your brother. They are really funny.
Yeah.
The one where you're pretending to be on a phone and it's all like
that was really funny.
We should. I would pull it up, but it takes too long to find it. So if you're ready to move on, I wanted to talk about the hostage exchange that's going on right now in Palestine, Israel.
Yeah, let me say that in Arabic. يا جماعة هسه زوجي راح يحكي عن التبادل الأسرى اللي صار بفلسطين صار بين حماس وبين إسرائيل تبادل للأسرى. فحماس طلقت الأسرى الإسرائيليين 4 البنات، وإسرائيل أطلقت عنان الأسرى الفلسطينيين. بس خلي نراويكم شلون صار التبادل. So I'm going to say that in English. Hamas released these 4 girls, these hostages. And Israel released other hostages, other Palestinian hostages. But I would like to stress about the situation for both. Like, these hostages look healthy. Each one of them has gifts from Gaza and pictures inside these bags and a graduation certificate, as if they went on vacation. Each one of them is wearing a necklace with her name and picture on it, and they look really healthy. Their mental state has been taken care of. Like, I would think that they were given books to read in Hebrew. They were given like shows to watch or a tablet to watch Hebrew shows or stuff like that. Like, they can't be like that mentally healthy if they were not treated really, really well and they didn't lose any weight. So that's interesting to me. They were treated really well.
A lot of times when I'm looking at news or trying to find information about things that are going on the other side of the planet, I look on Twitter, on X. So these pictures I pulled from Twitter. So some of these things too, I don't necessarily know how accurate they are, but we'll show a few things. So I saw that picture.
There's a video of this.
Yeah, yes, I know. But then I also found this picture, which is supposed to be a Palestinian hostage who's crippled.
Yeah, that hostage actually was released a few months ago. That's not with the recent deal. but he's from Gaza. He was taken as hostage during the war, and they tortured him and released him, and he was in a really bad condition.
Was he crippled before he was?
No,
taken
he was
hostage?
a bodybuilder.
Oh wow.
There's an old picture of him. He was a bodybuilder. He was really healthy and really strong. But if you guys have seen the recent release of Palestinian hostages, they have scabious disease on their skin. We call it marad al-jarab in Arabic. Like they itch. They like it's really itchy. They just put them in concentration camps. They don't treat them well. They come back really in a really bad mental situation, and that explains Hamas. That explains why people go and fight with Hamas. Like, if I was taken a hostage during my young years, and if I was treated that bad, I would want a revenge, you know? I would want to join the military and fight against the occupation.
Here's another thing I saw that a lot of people were saying today, that the IDF took 60 new hostages in the West Bank. So they released some hostages, but then they took 60 children from the West Bank.
Yeah, they did that last week too. When the three hostages were released, Israeli hostages, they did that too. They took other hostages from the West Bank. So that's their plan, basically, to release hostages, but then take other hostages. So they don't run out of hostages. They're like full, like their prisons are full of hostages, and these prisons are not even prisons. They're concentration camps. They put a rod in their anus, in the like.
Yeah, they did that to a doctor, and
he died.
Killed him. Yeah.
Yeah. There are other 80 hostages that died in their camps. Anyway, do you have videos, babe?
I don't have videos of that.
There were videos on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let me.
Okay. Here, go to this Instagram here.
Oh yeah.
It's funny too. I see some people when they comment when we talked about Netanyahu, and they commented about how we're obviously brainwashed by saying these things, and why don't you talk about other things in the Middle East? And
buddy who like hasn't gotten involved in the whole like
literally
Israel,
talk about everything
Palestine
in the Middle
thing,
East,
and you're like, it's so complicated, or I don't know what to believe, or this or that, or blah 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 blah. Look at the fucking hostages. Literally, that's all you have to do. You don't have to.
Hold on, babe. Okay. This guy.
You know, if you're somebody who like hasn't gotten involved in the whole like Israel Palestine thing, and you're like, it's so complicated, or I don't know what to believe, or this or that, or blah 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 blah, look at the fucking hostages. Literally, that's all you have to do. You don't have to know about the Nakba. You don't have to know about anything. Look at the hostages. Holy shit. You can look at the hostages that Hamas has held for 15 months. 15 months, you can look at the 3 women hostages. They're smiling. They're perfectly healthy. They have clean clothes on. They're literally like smiling and hugging their captors. And they have gift bags from Hamas. One of them's wearing a necklace given to her, a Palestinian necklace given to her by one of the captors. These people are perfectly healthy. Nothing's wrong with them, and they've even been checked out by Israel's medical teams and military. They said, no, nothing's wrong with them. They're perfectly healthy. And then look at the hostages released today from Israel. The hostages. Remember, there's 9,400 of them. Look at the ones that have been released. Their eyes are like they look like they've seen the horror of the universe. One of the young women is clutching her hand, which was broken just last week by her captors. Like they're skinny and gaunt. They've lost like 25% of their body weight. They have like hollow eyes and oh my gosh, like if you can't fucking tell the difference between Hamas And Israel, at this point, you are the dumbest fucking human being on the planet. And listen, I'm not defending Hamas. I'm not a fan of Hamas. Like, they've done horrible things to their own people. I'm not a fucking fan, okay? But I understand them. I understand their resistance. I understand why, like, this organization has power there, because they're all orphans. Orphaned by Israel, the same group that is literally tortured these fucking hostages, whom, like, oh my gosh, they look like completely different human beings. And meanwhile, Hamas is like treating these people with absolute dignity, man, taking care of them, like, and loving them, and just treating them like human beings. Like, if you cannot fucking tell the difference simply by looking at the hostage exchange, like, literally, you're a waste of space on this planet, because you are so stupid and so ignorant that nothing anybody could tell you could ever fucking fix you. Like, really, seriously, wake the fuck up. It is time to absolutely, for the entire fucking world, to condemn the genocidal, terroristic state of Israel and dismantle it. From the fucking top to the bottom, dismantle. You know.
Okay, so anyways, got some strong words there. It's a bad situation. I feel horrible for everyone involved. From an outsider looking in too, you see so much racism, and when you live in America, you get really good at pointing out racism, because we had racist problems in the past, and our society has worked very hard to not be racist. So you see these things. I saw this one. We got to sign back on to Instagram. I think it shuts off after an hour. So
Yeah, it does that all the time.
Yeah.
Every time.
So
I realize that.
You want to put the number in there?
Oh, yeah.
It's
614 332
2811.
2811.
Post that and we'll pin it.
All right. We're back on Instagram, everyone. Hi. And you can always call us. We're talking about dating
And
in the Middle East versus dating in America. Also, we're talking now about the hostage situation. We just talked about how bad it is for the Palestinians to be released from being hostage, only to like deal with skin infections and mental health issues and like torture, and they like sexually harass them and do horrible things to them, versus the Israeli hostages are really being treated well.
when I was looking on Twitter earlier, X, trying to get some information, I saw this one post from this troll. I think this guy is an Indian, and I blacked out his name because I don't even want to give him credit. But he says the most offensive, the most racist things. And let me see what he's right there. Honestly, even in the most failed countries in the world, there are no evil like the Gazans. Everything about their behavior is bestial, animalistic. Even when they release hostages, they climb onto cars like animals, as if they are evolutionarily stuck. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy how some people are really like dark and evil. They don't see it.
I'd like to say too, this
don't see it.
This is a troll. This is a pro-Israel troll, and he lives in India. And I don't know why, but I see a lot of people from India. They just don't like Muslims, and I realize too they have issues with Pakistan and all that other stuff. But for this person to insult Gaza and living in India, I mean, like, India's not exactly like the cream of the crop everywhere. It's let's take a look at some videos from India. Let's take a look at Indian street food and see how evolutionarily advanced they are. Where's the note list?
Let's get this back first, babe.
Okay.
Wait. Hold on, you guys. Thank you for being so patient with us. We're dealing with technical stuff here. Can I close this one?
Yeah. Close that one.
Okay. And then you want to go to your list?
Yeah. Let's go to the
on pages right here?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what Brandon has prepared for us. Indian street food, everyone. Let's laugh a little bit.
Yeah, these people with their. If they think they're okay. So, like,
from the beginning.
insulting people that are literally in a war zone that are struggling and calling them animals. And this is his country. So this is just one. No, this is street food. He's got no arm, so he uses his armpit to make flatbread.
And he hasn't even shaved.
Yeah, so that was one video. Let me show you some more. What is this?
Just people commenting on it.
All right, so let's find another one. Let's go. Here we go.
Rats, food, India? No comment. What do y'all think?
There's a rat.
Let me know in the comments.
Yeah. So there's rats climbing in and out of the street food, but Gazans are animals. But
Yeah,
but it's I don't know. To have no self-awareness, to have no humility, I have no respect for these kind of people. They're just the bottom tier of humanity. He's just a sick person who is probably
who's the animal here?
Yeah, he's probably
He's probably animalistic.
he's definitely an incel. Okay. So you guys get the point. Basically what I'm saying is that this person is just criticizing Gazans who are literally, you know what? The people here in these videos in India, they're not under occupation. They don't have soldiers with machine guns above them. They're not about to be bombed at any given second. And what's their problem? Why haven't they evolved? Why haven't they kept up with the rest of civilization?
They blame it on Muslims.
Mm.
It's all because of Islam.
Pakistan.
Fucking Pakistan is ruining our beautiful India.
It's crazy. I mean, I like Indian culture. I think Hinduism is very interesting. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's very, like, some of the, the things they do are very mysterious. Let me see if I got...
You know what, babe? I saw a Hindu person the other day talking about how he wants to occupy Mecca and hit Muslims at their homeland and, like, horrible things.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think any religious fanatic represents everybody in their ethnic group and their religion, any of that stuff. They're just fanatics. They're isolated people.
Crazy people.
They're antisocial. I don't know.
Babe, let me read this comment. Ragad on YouTube says, isn't street food should named armpit microbiome food. And Mahjuba says, Brandon is a keeper.
Oh, thank you very much. It's very sweet of you to say that.
All right, let's see if there are any Instagram comments we have been ignoring.
Okay.
Lily is defending us. Someone is being mean to us. I think so. Oh. Someone is being mean to us and Lily is responding to them. And defending us. So thank you, Lily, for being so nice. Just ignore them, Lily. Enjoy your time with us. If you comment about the topic that we're talking about and just interact with us and ignore them, they'll be pissed as hell. So let's piss them off by being strong together.
I feel like a lot of people, when they make these negative comments, they're just projecting their own unhappiness. It's almost like I see these people as probably surrounded by people that tell them they're not good enough. If they try to do something, somebody says, "Who do you think you are?" and intimidates them. And I feel like these people are so unhappy because this is how they've been treated. I just want you to know, we hope everybody can achieve self-actualization. We want everyone to be happy. We want everyone to find their place in the world.
That's our message. That's our message, basically.
100%.
We're doing this to have fun with you guys, and you have fun with us. And we want you to be happy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're not doing this to just try to get attention. We're doing this to have a quality of life. You know, this is a lot of fun for us, and we love having a community out there of people that we can interact with, and we learn so much. I mean, can you imagine 20 years ago that you could be sitting on a live stream with people from the United States and you're in Iraq and vice versa? I mean, there's so much technology, there's so much fun stuff to do now. Why not take advantage of all those wonderful things?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So anyways,
amazing.
with the Israel Gaza stuff, I hope things get better there. I don't know I don't even know what's gonna happen with Trump. He's kind of unpredictable right now, and I don't know. I hope he does a good job. I hope he does nice things.
He's my president.
Yeah.
He's my president. As long as he's doing good things.
Yeah.
As long as he's doing good things, he's my president. The moment he does bad things, he's not my president anymore.
I mean, here's I think that Joe Biden, the current president or the former president, is responsible for aiding and abetting the genocide in Gaza. And I think Kamala Harris was just an extension of that. I think it would have been exactly the same. So hopefully Trump does do something. I think that, I don't know. Like literally they cut off aid today for all these foreign countries. They cut off aid to Ukraine. I have no idea what's going on. I don't think they cut off aid to Israel, but something should change because the world is out of balance and bad people are hurting the good people, and we need to get to a point where the good people are succeeding.
You know what I think happened, babe? I think when the California fires happened, Trump and not only Trump, a lot of people in the government actually realized that, oh, holy shit, we're spending all the money on other countries and we can't even take care of our own people. This is gonna backfire on us. We better do something about it. And Trump took the lead here, and he sent his person to the Middle East, and his person was in Qatar. And I'm sure he met with Hamas, and Hamas leaders explained to him what's been going on, and that Netanyahu is the one who's standing against a deal. So Trump's person called Netanyahu and told him, I'm meeting you tomorrow. And tomorrow was Saturday. And Netanyahu said, no, we're not meeting on Saturday. It's our holiday. The Trump's person was like, no, let's meet tomorrow, Saturday. And then they met, and they he forced him to have a deal. I think if the fires are a big factor in that.
There's the floods in the South.
The floods, the hurricane in North Carolina. Was it North Carolina?
Yeah, that area. You know, the thing about the U.S., I love my country. I think it's a great country. But the people do get ignored by the government. You can live in the U.S. and you can have a very good life, but you've got to work for it. The social services and things, they're few and far in between. And it gets harder and harder because as the people that have money start having more money, things get more expensive, and it gets harder and harder for people starting out. But yeah, the American government sometimes just completely neglects our own people and will throw money at foreign projects because they look at it like a giant chessboard. Like they're doing something, they're beating their chest, they're playing games with international politics, but completely ignoring the people here. And this is very common. This is the biggest problem right now we have in the U.S. is that our society is being completely neglected, and it's somewhat at the expense of aid to other countries.
Yeah.
I mean, in Israel, they have, socialized medicine. You don't have socialized medicine here. I saw Ben Shapiro the other day talking about how children shouldn't be given free lunches if they come from low-income households. I can't imagine Ben Shapiro saying that the people in Israel should suffer, that the people in Israel should be deprived of anything. But he just says that about Americans. He doesn't care about Americans. And Ben Shapiro from the Daily Wire. He's
and life here is already hard enough, for the regular people. Like, it's really expensive. Like, it's unaffordable. It's unaffordable to pay for rent, electric bills, water bills, like basic life needs is
kind of
unaffordable.
But like at the same time, like you can live in the United States without a lot of money and have a pretty decent life compared to other places. Like it's both. It can be very expensive to live here, but it can also be very affordable. It depends.
But babe, like we're doing this, like we're depriving our people from having the best life ever at the cost of fucking Israel. Like we're
it's not
weapons
just
to Israel.
It's everything. It's all the foreign intervention. It's all over the world. But we hemorrhage money. But just the GDP of the U.S. is astronomical compared to any other country. And somehow when it comes to the American people, you'll have a politician saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. We can't afford to fix roads. We can't afford to give tax cuts. We can't afford to pay Social Security." It's insane. Like Social Security, what you depend on when you're older, and you have people trying to take that away. I think at some point, cruelty is the point. No other reason than just being cruel to people. Can you think of a reason? The money's there. There is so much money there.
Yeah, it goes to outside, like it goes outside the country. Like, why don't we have free higher education? Why don't we have free medicine for everyone? Like, why? Like, it's,
Yeah, and so we don't have free college. I mean, some people get free college. I went to college for free. I had scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to undergrad and grad school for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
But not everyone's like you. Not everyone gets scholarships.
Yeah. And you're right. So our society is being disadvantaged at that. I mean, people are more educated. There's a lot of smart people in America, and there's a lot of very educated people. There's also a lot of really uneducated people here. I mean, most people only speak one language, and they don't even speak it that well.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that's what I was discussing with you last night. Like, it's not very smart of Americans not to learn a second language. We learn a second language because our prophet told us, learn other people's language so you be safe from them. But you're not safe from anyone. Like you're not learning anyone's language. I would, if I was like, I don't know, if I had power or something, I would push for Spanish in schools, mandatory Spanish, because that's a neighboring country, and this is how you get safe from them.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a border situation that you don't know how to solve. You don't know how to be safe from them. You don't know how to be safe from all the criminals that pour in this country. And one factor that's contributing to that is the ignorance and how Americans don't speak Spanish, so they don't watch Mexican news. They just don't know
a lot of
anything.
Americans do speak Spanish, though.
Yeah, but it's not widely spoken. It's not spoken by everyone.
Not spoken by everyone, no. But it's the second most common language in the United States.
That's why I'm learning it.
Yeah. So speaking of Trump, let's go over some of the projects we did this week. So this Trump inauguration, I decided to put a reel up. I wasn't making fun of Trump. I was just having fun. I have a book, I don't know if this is funny to people in the Middle East, but in the book, I'm just pretending to be a cult leader. So it's all pretend. So in this video, during the inauguration, I made this joke like I'm like a cult leader, and there's a lot of televangelists, religious people that will try to tell people to send them money. So I'm just kind of doing a spoof on that. So I did this video. Let's take a look at it here.
Do you love Trump? Then prove it by sending $5 on Cash App to Nuts for God. That's $5 on Cash App to Nuts for God. Do you love Trump? Then prove it by sending $5 on Cash App to Nuts for God. That's $5 on Cash App to Nuts for God.
So So this character, like it's I have a pen name, Nations United Together Society, as if that's kind of like the name of the cult. But the acronym is NUTS. So NUTS as in means you're crazy. So it says NUTS. It's short for Nations United Together Society, but it's just basically pretending to be a crazy person. Anyway, so I put that reel up just to have some fun. It got a lot of good feedback. But then I had a person that sent me a request on Cash App asking for me to give them $100. And I thought, you know what? We could make a really funny reel about that. Let me show you what the response we had.
Are saying in Arabic, in Arabic.
That was a video about the hostages.
The other day I made a kind gesture, graciously welcoming Trump to office by allowing the righteous to tithe to me on Cash App.
So generous.
So generous. Then the next morning when I went to cash in,
Heyday!
I instead saw a request from Jeffrey Quick asking for $100. F*** you, Jeffrey Quick.
Yeah. You, Jeffrey Quick.
You, Delilah.
You, Judas.
You think you're a comedian?
You think you're a comedian?
You think you can keep the working man down?
You think you can keep the working man down?
You think cocaine buys itself?
You think... What?
I meant I'm building a wall. It's really big and stuff. Focus on Trump.
Okay.
I will focus on Trump. Good girl. The other day I made a kind gesture.
That was some of our goofy stuff this week. We also had a from stand up. You had some. You did a couple stand up.
Babe, can I have a turn?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Okay. Mahjouba says, I agree with Hind. In Morocco, we learn French since primary school. She was saying that when we were talking about learning language. And then Ragad on YouTube is laughing. I think she's laughing at our reel.
I think French is a beautiful language.
Yeah. Brandon loves French.
I like how it sounds. It would be hard for me to. It's hard for me to speak Arabic at this point in my life. Just trying to make some of the sounds. Like, what was the word I was trying to learn last night?
What?
There's a word in the car.
غير المغضوب عليهم.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say. Anyways.
Okay, where are we on this, babe? Are you following
I was going to
this?
show one of your stand-up videos.
All right, let's do that.
Let's see here.
You, Jeffrey Quick.
All right, let's do. This is one of the jokes about marrying an American. So
right.
I wrote this joke, and we're experimenting with these jokes, see how they sound. So
go ahead.
So I married an American. The fact that I did that leads some to wonder whether I'm running away from my culture. The answer is no. I am very proud of my Arabness. I love my Arab family and I love Arab guys. Just not as much as they love themselves. Too much competition. American men will treat women like they're a fragile snowflake. They'll do everything for you, fawning over you constantly. American men are basically Arab women. So I found my other half.
Okay, that was it.
So I married an American.
Anyways, yeah. So that was kind of what we've done this week. Let's see. What are our upcoming projects? What do you have in mind?
I have a video clip that we want to film together. It's a romantic and a goofy one at the same time. Like
Mariam
comedy.
Shabab. Shahab.
مريم شهاب's song لجي لهلج وقل لهم أحبا بيتكم الحلوة وإذا ما يرضى ينطونك أبوقك بوقة بالقوة عادي الكل علشانك. So we're gonna like make a video clip on this song for Valentine's Day. So it's gonna be not anytime soon, but it's gonna be on Valentine's Day. Hopefully we finish by then. What else do we have? We have Greenland.
So in the news, they're talking about how Trump wants to take over Greenland. I don't know if this is true or not, but I thought that would be something I can make a silly reel about. I think I don't even know anymore whether what I see in the news is real or fantasy because there's so many bizarre things happening. But apparently Trump changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. So definitely have a real plan about that. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, we could get to some real picks.
All right.
Let's
do that. Someone on Instagram says, ليش ما تجاوبين دا أكتب لك why don't you answer? I'm writing to you.
Oh.
Let's see what he wrote. Muhammad.
Yeah, if you do write to us and we don't see it, our apologies. Let us know.
محمد ليش ما تعرفين هالقضايا وترجعين للمحتوى الترفيهي. He says, why don't you leave these topics and go back to the entertaining content?
Which topics? Dating?
Like dating, like what we're talking about today, or that podcast.
Well, I mean, some people might consider this entertaining.
Yeah, we're just having fun with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're here just to have fun.
I've seen all of Hind's old material, and I see comments too, like, why don't you go back to what you used to do? And her new stuff is almost exactly the same as her old stuff, so I don't even know what the measurement is people use to determine these things. But, you know, if you're interested in being part of the conversation or join us these days, you're welcome to do it. We put a lot of content out. So, you know, if there's some content you like, you know, focus on that.
We're trying to build a community.
Yeah,
we're trying to find the people that are like us. We're kind of weird. And I'm sick and tired of trying to make people love me and accept me. Pretending to be someone else. I just want to be me.
Yeah, be ourselves. So sometimes with the topics, I think there's a lot to talk about there. And even today's topic, dating in the Arab world, there's a lot of funny anecdotes you can come up with dating an Arab, dating an American. So it's amusing. Even like with reels, we won't want to watch any of those reels today, but yeah, I don't know. Hope that answers your question.
Before we watch any reels, can we read this?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how many Iraqis have immigrated to the States? 1 million? That person is asking. So Brandon will do his own research and answer your question. Abu Lahab. Okay, Abu Lahab مسمي روحه باليوتيوب هذا. Abu Lahab يقول, Abu Lahab says, Brandon, what do you think of Iraqis in general? Okay, how many immigrants are here in the United States? How many Iraqi immigrants?
This says only up to 450,000, so not a lot.
Less than a million.
Yeah.
But you can find them all in Dublin, Ohio.
And Michigan.
And Hilliard, Ohio. And Michigan, yeah. Dearborn and Detroit and Hamtramck, Michigan.
What do I think of Iraqis? I think it's a very interesting culture. I don't know. It's a big part of my life. Great food. I feel really bad that my country invaded Iraq and caused so much trauma and displaced so many people. And I think it's that Iraqis are still recovering from that and from ISIS. So I feel like even like the best part of Iraq is yet to be seen. But so much culture, such nice people. I love your culture. I love Iraqi people.
Hopefully that answered your question. Now, babe, do you wanna do some real picks?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. Let's get our real pick song going.
Yeah.
Hind Deer's weekly real picks. So dope, super duper diggity double dog dope dirt. Oh, mom, bruh, hob. Hind Deer's weekly real picks. So dope, super duper diggity double dog dope dirt.
Oh, all right. So,
all right.
Let's do this. So first one, I thought this was funny.
That's my stand-up comedy?
No. Oops.
Pregnant all along. This is my beautiful wife, Emily. Yes, she is a mannequin.
This is Sean. He lives in America with his mannequin wife Emily and his 3 doll children, twins little Shawnee and Tawny. His 3rd child is yet to be revealed.
This right here is our newborn baby we just had last month. We're not saying the gender of this baby because we're going to let the baby decide when the baby gets old enough what the baby wants to identify as.
Sean claims to love Emily and enjoys dancing with her, spending the holidays together and playing with her younger brother Simon.
He just got out of the juvie a couple months ago. This is not my son. This is Emily's little brother.
He shares his life with his unconventional family on TikTok and challenges anyone that judges him.
My wife Emily, we've been married almost a year now. Best year of my life. Hardly ever argue. Don't get in many fights at all. It's been great. She barely even talks.
What do you think?
Well,
Is
Dr.
that
Bombay
serious?
was right. Emily was pregnant all along. This is my beautiful
babe,
wife, Emily. Yes,
we need to
she
mute
is a
it.
mannequin.
I think it's serious. It's so
Like that
unconventional.
that man is suffering from severe mental issues.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's crazy. We should go over to Collectively Married. We haven't heard from them in a while.
In a while ago, you said Iraqis are nice people. And Abu Lahab answered you. He said, that's really nice of you.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Off one.
Oral is halal. Anal is halal. Is she serious? I thought anal is haram.
I don't know.
No. Wait. Anal is haram. Oral is halal. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought anal is haram.
Yeah. Let's take a look and see what she's got, her recent stuff. She's entertaining. This is a person that promotes polygamy, Islamic polygamy, and she lives in the U.S., and she does do some entertaining content, but I don't think it's great advice for everyone, but I think it's super entertaining, and I respect, what she's doing to some extent. Let's see here.
If you've been watching me on YouTube, you know I have a farm. And I was thinking, women are like farm animals. They need food, they need water, and they need a good shepherd. Because a woman without direction is headed for destruction. If you've been watching me on YouTube, you know I have...
Okay, so she's also very misogynistic, so... She
hates women.
No, but all her advice is like, everything is like the man right, woman wrong. And... I don't know. I wonder what she's like in real life. Like, do you think I'm just trying to analyze her?
I don't think she has a choice. I think she grew up very conservative, and she was like shut up by men who raised her, and like she didn't have a choice, so she's conditioned to be like that.
I think I do see, like, in the Islamic world, there's a lot of misogyny, and from an outsider looking in, I think it's too much. It's not healthy for women. Like, people, when you love people and encourage them, they flourish, and when you oppress them, they become depressed, and they
That's
don't.
for sure.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this one.
A woman without direction is headed for destruction. That's why you see all these women out here disrespecting men, not obeying their husbands and competing with them. They didn't have their fathers around to give them direction. But I'm here now. I'm your father. Go to collectivelymarried.com.
I'm your daddy.
She's smart.
A woman without direction is headed for destruction.
She uses.
That's why you see.
She uses people like that and all the bullshit they grew up with to guide them and like charge them for guidance. Like, I admire her idea.
Yeah.
Babe, do you wanna pause it?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. Anyways, that was enough for Collectively Married. But what were you saying about her?
I think she's a smart person. She charges people to talk to her. We don't. I mean, we should have our own, marriage counseling website. We've talked about it. We might do something like that sometime in the future. I don't know, but whenever we're ready. But she's smart. She has her own website and she charges people for courses and stuff like that, and like consultation. And she uses people's weakness and like some people who grew up like that in very oppressive households. She uses those people for her own gain. I think that's smart.
Yeah. I don't know, but she's definitely got a big following. Definitely has a big following.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. How about I don't know if you guys. Speaking of India, I've got this singer in India, and he's. It's like, with some of these reels, the cringe factor is what makes you like them. Like, you guys ever get like that? Things are so cringy that it's entertaining. So let's go to Mr. Raskupin.
You are honorable professor, but I am simple driver.
So he makes like songs with like the most basic English lyrics, almost like at a first grade level. But he's got the one like you are a doctor, I am a driver, and I don't know if you guys know who he is. Do you guys watch any of his videos?
I don't know if they do, but I don't watch him. You watch weird shit, babe. Like on your feed, all weird shit appears on your feed.
I love weird stuff.
Yeah, so no wonder why this appeared on your feed. I never saw him on my feed, to be honest. But he looks like a sexual predator who like gets these young, beautiful women and tries to convince them to film. I don't know if he pays them anything, like maybe he like tells them he loves them and like, hey, I love you, I like you, come do a video clip with me.
He's definitely a creepy old man.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But I think he looks like someone who's probably can't even have an erection, but Oh, I got a funny one. So this was a pretty good imitation. So this is an imitation of how Americans see a lot of Europeans. So I don't know how you guys think of Europeans, but this is a really good example of someone trying to pretend to be a European.
This video from the Orthodox hostel. Want to know everything you want to know about coming to Europe? Well, watch this video from the Orthodox hostel, the coolest hostel in all the countries of Europe. For breakfast, we'll do something cool, like have a cigarette and like a bar of chocolate. And then we go for work for like 1/2 hour, 2.5 hours. And then we'll go for lunch. And lunch is usually, something cool, like a cigarette and like 2-3 bottles of red wine, and then like a bowl of heavy cream. And then dinner, we'll do something healthy, like 4-5 sausages, and then like a chocolate cigarette. And then we'll invite our cigarette outside to take an espresso and watch the street life. And we so much can eat as much as we want and we never get heavy because of olive oil. So that's what we say.
Anyway.
Okay, babe.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's probably enough goofy reels for the week. I've got plenty more, but I don't want to take too much time with it. But I hope you guys find those things entertaining. I find them entertaining. I love looking at reels. I love to watch reels. That's one of the reasons I like to make reels because
you have a really short attention span.
What did you say?
Have a really short attention span.
That was a joke.
Yeah. Brandon loves watching reels. He picked the best and the funniest reels for you guys today, to entertain you, and I got entertained too, babe. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome. All right. So that's about it for the week. Do we got any other last comments you guys want to go over?
Mahjuba says, no, Brandon, it's all to protect us. I think she's talking about the collectively marriage girl. She thinks that girl got it all and she's legit, and she's saying all these things to protect women.
Maybe.
Yeah.
To each their own. I think that it could be good advice. I wouldn't want to have...
I can see where she's coming from. Some women are really weak and they need protection and they need to be guided. Not every woman you encounter is like a Westerner woman,
Mm-hmm.
Some women just... I don't know if it's the way they're raised or what it is, but some women are really they need guidance. So they would be really protected under a man.
Yeah, and I don't think you could just tell anyone exactly how they should behave and that is going to lead them to the best results. Everybody's different. And I understand that when it comes to polygamy or polyamory, some people want that. I don't know if it's the best advice for everyone. I think a lot of people could cause a lot of emotional problems, a lot of emotional abuse. I think from the most part, anyone in a polyamorous relationship or in a polygamy, there's a lot of narcissistic abuse. If you have multiple sister wives, if you have a husband and he has many wives, you're always competing for his attention. You're never getting that same type of adoration and attention from him, which is important for you feeling good about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you have any more thing we prepared for, or do we need to wrap up?
That's about it. That's
All
about
right.
it. All right, guys.
Thank you guys for watching us, those who watched us, and I hope you benefited from us. I hope you learned something new. I'd like to learn something new every day. I hope you learned something new from us. And we will be here next week. Same time, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Eastern time and 11 o'clock Saudi or Iraqi time.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. God bless. Have a great day.
You too.